G'day everyone, welcome to another edition of Craps Down Under. Let's get started building our bankroll. So last session went really well. It was just a fantastic one of those sessions that everything goes nicely for us. So I'm going to try it again. Don't know what's going to happen, but let's see how we go. We've had a lot of success playing the two don'ts and the continuous come bets. They really have worked well for us. So there's 100. I'll keep one of those purples there, and I'll get back. Maybe I'll take two racks of reds, because we do go through the reds quite a bit. So I'll take two of those. So I've passed 500. I need to get 300 back. There's my 300 back. And do I need any whites? Oh yeah, I will need some whites, because we do need, there's 20. Good. Alright. So, got our rack set up. Let's get started. We'll do the same. We'll go down here. Now, maybe instead of playing the 30, we could play a little bit larger, but I'll just read the table, see how we go. But that is something I did think about. You know, I could play at that sort of slightly higher level. But you know, if I play double, it's probably a little bit too much. So, you know, if I could play at maybe 40, yeah, it just gets a bit hard to go from 30 to another number in between. That kind of works out nicely for the math on every single number. So you tend to go like in multiples of 30, it just works out nicer. So I'll just start with that. But maybe if we get some success, maybe we could play larger. We'll see how we go. Now we've got a 10. All right, so, but the thing is, you know, everything does get a bit larger. Now again, I might not go the full amount here. Just go up to $40 rather than the big amount. It's just one of those things. Adding odds increases variance, and variance is good and bad. It means when you win more. When you lose more. And you know, the odds certainly does add that variance. And I'm happy to win some, but yeah, I don't really want to lose $60 either. So we'll see how it goes. We've got a 6, perfect. Let's get here in the come, and now we're just going to do continuous come bets. Now I can take these odds, or I can leave them up. I might leave them up. We are on the 10, and we're not putting the 60, so this is a kind of a bit more balanced play here. We'll maybe leave them up there. Travels to the 8. It's an 8. And here we go, 8 again. Oh gosh, I keep forgetting to put my come bet in. That's an off and on, so apologies there. A bit slow today. So it's always off and on, continuous come bets. And a 9, so that travels to the 9. Into the come. So you'll notice we've got all of our wages covered by our action, because we've got one there, we've got 1.5 there basically, plus we've got this one covering that one and this one covering that one. So we still end up making a little bit on a 7, but we also have had a hit as well. So we're kind of ahead, and that 8 keeps hitting. Now this is something, and I did do it on my last video, sorry, out of here. Where I did actually add some odds to my bet, and you can certainly do that on the 6 and 8. If we'd have done that, we would have made a bit more money too. 9, so that's another off and on. So again, we win, we rack, and there's our 7, and we win again. So it's not bad. Yes, we lose that. That one pays there. This one pays there. This one has to get paid. And This one over here wins 20. 40 gets paid 20. So that was a raging success. And we managed to not get knocked off our don'ts, so always thankful for that. So we're already filling up our rack now, so put that down that end there. So reasonable outcome. New dice. 8. 8's the point. Alright, so we can put the odds on this one for fairly cheap. And here we go. Got a 5. Don't travels. Not sure if you could see that in the frame there, but there's the 5. And now continuous come bets. Here we go. We've got a 6. And right in between the don'ts. Now, if we want, we could put some odds on our 6 if we're feeling lucky. Nothing wrong with that. I've still got my odds up there on the 8. I could potentially take those off because 8's a more likely number to hit. I could put odds on the 5 to give us a little bit more cover. But we'll see if we hit the 6. Give this a go. I can always take my odds off. Now we've got the 10, so not the best outcome because we don't want to get splayed across our numbers. All right, so maybe I'll put up the 30, 45. Maybe I'll put the odds on the 5. Just give us a bit of a boost there on the 7. That's a loser. That's a 10, so we hit this one. Again, off and on situation. And unfortunately, we've hit our 5 with the odds on it. So we kind of lose a fair bit there. We lose 45 plus 30, 75. So not a nice outcome. That travels. So the question is do we want to put our odds up here? Maybe we'll do that. Now I am aware that we have 3 here. I'm going to actually pull the odds down on this one because I don't want to control how much exposure I've got here. So I've got 2 units covered. If I put this in the come, that sort of keeps me break even. And we've got the 6. Of course I just took my odds off. But that's how it goes sometimes. And we got the 8. So unfortunately we've knocked off both our don'ts and our odds. So that's a bit of a loss for this shooter, having been knocked off so many don't bets. This one travels. Now the problem we have now is we have 4 units of exposure. They're all exposed to the 7. So there's a couple of choices here. We could try and get another DC up. I'm not really inclined to do that. We've already had 2 knocked off, plus our odds. So I'm going to stay away from that. We could put a lay bet up. That's certainly something we could do to try and cover this. But to cover this much action, you need a fairly large lay. I could cover a couple of these bets. Say lay. I could lay 120 to cover some of this. So I'll lay the 4. Hopefully we don't roll a 4, but I'm not going to run a pass line bet here. I'm just going to try and let these bets resolve. And we'll just see how many we can get resolve. So we've got the 10. So this one comes back, gets paid. So again, pull that one down. So now my exposure is 3 units. So there's the 10. My exposure is 3 units. Do I want to risk 120 to save 90? I might be more inclined to risk 90 against 90. Now I know that it only pays half, so it's only going to pay 45, but I kind of like the idea of a monetary risk being the same. So if a 7 rolls, yes, I would lose $90. But I'll pick up 45 here. If I knock my 4 off, I'm going to lose $40. So I'm going to lose $90. So it's kind of the same loss, but I'm trying to compensate for the 7 here. So let's do that. Again, I'm just gonna let these bets resolve. Got an 8, so great, fantastic. So I've got a few of them have come back down. So I'm going to take my lay back now because I've only got 2 units out there. And for me, at this point, I am actually going to go back into doing our come progression. So this will win on a 7, so I'm effectively covering one of these units here. And we've got a 7. So I lose this one, and this one pays here. So we got out of that reasonably well. We did get stung by our don'ts and odds getting knocked off. So as you can see, our rack isn't quite as full as what it was when we started that round. But it wasn't devastating. That's the point. It went longer, it was a long roll, but it didn't devastate us, even though we got knocked off both of our don'ts. So we'll get some new dice coming out. 4. 4's the point. Alright. So again, I might just put the $40, so I get cut 20 on a 7, and then I'll go in the don't come. Got an 8. Now straight into the come now. Now do I want to leave this up? I will leave it up, see how we go. Got the 8. That's knocked us off a don't. So I'll just stay with what we've got. Not going to change anything. Now we've got a 9. And there's a 7. So we lose that one. This one pays this one. And we pick up 20 there. So what I might do, I might take one of these back because we are just struggling to keep everything in my rack there. So I'll get back 100, and I'll move things over to here. He's not going to fit. All right. Puck comes back to off. Get some new dice coming out, and we've got an 8. 8's the point. 36 in odds, and we go into the don't come. And there's a 437, early 7. So that pays there, and we pick up 30 there. Put that there. So nice quick win, that one. Aces, all right, so that wins. Take those. And we've got an 8 again. All right. So, again, 36 in odds, 30 in the don't come. And on to the 10. That's nice. we could move our odds. Maybe I'll bump them up to 40, right, 14 odds. Put that on the 10. Oops. There you go. Now we're into the cum, doing continuous cum bets. We've got a 6 travels, so go back in the cum. We could put 15 there or 30. Maybe I'll put 15. Yeah, that'll do. 15, why not? Don't have to go overboard. Got it, back to back. Fantastic. So this comes down, this travels, we get paid on the flat, and that gets paid 15, gets paid 18. Alright, back into the cum. 4. So I'm noticing our rolls are actually going longer than what they did on our other session. Our other session we were actually getting a lot of where we just got basically got that perfect don't come set up into the cum and then 7 out. These rolls are actually going quite a bit longer. So that is something I have noticed. We've got an 8, so we've been knocked off a don't. So in this session the shooters are actually hitting their points, so we lose that one. So I'm just going to stick with this one that we've got here. This one also travels. So let's just run with what we've got. Do I want to run any more? That is the question. Look, I'll put a pass line, but I'll just do it as a normal pass. And we've got a 5, so the only number we're not on is what we travel to. I was hoping we'd actually travel to one we already had. So now we've got a lot of. So I just bump the camera then. Actually got quite a bit on the felt. Let's see how we go. Got a yo, so we'll take that. That's a winner. Alright. And hit the point. So shooters are hitting their points. It's the second point, at least. So that travels there. We do get paid. Down there. That in our rack. So again, I'll leave us up with a pass line. So we've pretty much only got this one. We only get basically covering 2 of our units. We're basically getting one of the units, the 3rd unit covered. So we've got an exposure of 1 unit. But guess what? We have actually had some hits. It's not all bad. 9, unfortunately. We go to the other gap. So I'm at that point now where I'm like, I'm not going to do any more cum bets. I'm just going to try and get some of this to resolve and see how we go. Now we could put something in the field here. We could do something like a $10 field because we've got all these covered. We may as well pick up. We don't, the wasted rolls. Try and make something on a wasted roll, but that will obviously tax us when these numbers hit. But I don't mind if we're getting these off the board. 4. So that's nice. We win in the field. This comes down and we win here. Right. Coming home, I'll just leave that there. So now a little bit less on the board. And we've got the 9. So we've hit our point. This is, I think, the shooter's 3rd point. So we're seeing a pretty good shooter here. And we get paid in the field. We get paid on our pass line. All right. So let's keep rolling, shall we? 10. So I've just smacked my don't. So we lose 30 plus 40. Right, so close to $70 there. Not a nice thing, but I had a feeling. I did want the cover still, but I did have a feeling that the shooter was actually gonna do that because they've been on an absolute tear. This is an example of a shooter going really well. Now I'm going to put an extra 5 on there. 10 is the point, so I need to mark the point. Now I am on there, so I probably shouldn't have run the pass line, but I was also hoping to pick up a 7 as well on the come out. 4, so that's all right. We get paid down here, sorry, so 15. So I'll do that. I'll just go back down to the 10. Hoping we can resolve some of these here. 10. Wow, this shooter is really, really hot. Really, really hot. I don't know how many points, I may be up to point number 4 now. So they're doing very, very well. I'm going to pull that one back because I don't really want to. I've got enough light side action. So I'm basically playing anything but the 7 now. So I don't want to see a 7. If a 7 does come, then yes, I'm gonna lose this. I could risk, maybe not that, risk 90. Maybe I'll risk 90 and just lay the 4. Let's try that. That gives us $45 of cover. Let's see how we go with that. 9. So 9's the point. We do pick up, we're running 10 there in the field, so we do pick up 10. Maybe I'll parlay 5 and just collect 5. 6. All right, so one of these is resolved. We get paid. And we lose that one. 10 in the field again. Now the question is, do I want to run the lay? No, I don't think I will. But I might run this. And do I want to run this one? That is the question. Maybe I'll leave that one there. All right, here we go. 6. All right, so we lose that one. But this travels. Take that one back. All right. Let's see, and I'll put 10 in the field again. And we've got a 10. All right. So another way you can look at that is we kind of have half paid, not quite half, or third paid for it by that field hit. Now again, we're getting more bets up here. I don't want to get any more action here, but what I might do is might put my lay back up. So I'm actually trying to play a little bit more for the 7 here. That's why I was doing the come. So I'm hoping I can pick up a win on or on the 7. Now we've got a yo, so it should have been in the come, but that's okay. We get a little win here. Maybe I'll parlay it up $5, so I've got 15 on it. Now, of course, we've got an 8, so there's that. But we get paid here. Another one comes home. And still got 3 bets up. I'll still keep this lay here. Aces. All right, we get double. I'll take that any day. Now, do I want to parlay? Look, I think maybe I'll put 15. There we go. Got a little bit. We've got the 9. All right. So at the end of the day, all of our don'ts have gone. We've we've basically gone through all of those. Their history, long history. We've now basically just transitioned to a light side kind of play here. So I still have 3 here. I'm covering $45 worth. Now I am hoping to get another field number because I've parlayed up my my field bet there. So now I haven't tracked the point, did I? Did I track the point? I think maybe this is a come out, is it? Oh, terrible at tracking. So there we go, we've got a yo, so we win on that one. So apologies for that. So look, we've got another 100 there. I'm going to take that back. Nothing more fits. So I'll take that back. That's all winnings. So 100 there. So I've got 150 there in winnings. And let's leave it at the 15. Why not? Got the 10. Awesome. So 10 comes back. Paid there. We get paid 15 in the field. Beautiful. Let's leave it there, 15. Where's the other one? There it is. So now we've only got 2 units. I'm going to take my lay down. I might go back into the come. Do I want to run this? Oh, let's see. We'll run it. Now, again, I haven't tracked the point very well. So I apologise there. I'm not sure if it was a 9 or the 8 or what the point is. Maybe it is the 10. Let's see how we go. I'll just put it there, but I'll basically say the shooter's done when we roll a 7 because I've been terrible about tracking it. There's a 6. All right. So incredible run. It's an off and on situation. All right. Pick that one up. I'll leave it there in the come. Why not? Now, do I want to go back in the field? Maybe I'll put 15 in the field. Oh, sorry, 10 in the field. Got a 6. So again, off and on situation. And this is kind of what you really want when you're playing continuous come bets. You want repeaters. And it is kind of, when you're playing a don't strategy, you don't want repeaters, right? So the idea behind this is, well, when you lose on your don'ts, you're losing because you're getting repeaters. And it's kind of now, it basically transitions into, well, you're making money now with your comes repeating. So it changes mode basically from you're going for an early 7 to, oh, well, you're getting repeaters. Well, that's great because we've got come bets and they're going to make money on repeaters. So it does work nicely. Of course, like any strategy, it has nemesis rolls. Now, I'm not sure if with all that talking, if I even paid that one out. I may have paid it out. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I paid it or not. Let's see where we lose that one. I know that. If I've overpaid, I will correct my tally at the end. But I just want to see where we're at. Just looking at what we have here. 500. I've got 900. Sorry, I've got nothing more fits in here. So I've got 1,000. 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400. 1,500. So that's kind of what we started with. Everything else is profit. If I just look at what I have here, this is all profit too. All right. So I've got 300 there in profit. So it's pretty good. So pretty happy with that. Plus I've got what's in here. So let's just keep playing this and see how it resolves. I'll play the come here. And I'll put 10 out here. Why not? Beautiful. We win there, but we lose this. So not perfectly beautiful. So what do we want to do? Maybe I'll just do that. I'll just play an iron cross. I'm not going to do any more come bets. Should have, because we would have won it back. Parlay it up $5. Back-to-back yos. Really should have been in the come there. Would have won $60 off that. And this roll is incredible. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Where is the 7? So we lose our 15 there, but this one resolves. And we get our bet back, plus our $30 profit. Alright, so that one's come home. Now we've literally just got this one on the felt. Do I want to keep playing? Maybe I should have had that one in the come. Maybe I should have. There's a 7. Perfect. Alright, so that pays there. This comes off. And it all comes home. So let's, now, I may have overpaid on that one. I'll have to review my video footage. And if I have overpaid that $30, then I will factor that in when I tally up the total bankroll. So let's just recap. We've got 1,000 here. So let's colour this one up to a purple. All right, that's 500. Let's colour that one up into a purple. Got 2 purples there. Now this, nothing fits in here. All right, so that's another purple. We'll take that back. And we pick up a purple. All right, so that's our original bankroll. Everything else we have here is 100% profit. So there's our 100 in red. So we'll take that back, pop that one down. I'll take some of this back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so got 4. 2 whites left over. We get 4 back. Just $5 short of another 100. Alright. So, yeah, $5 short of 100 there, unfortunately. Okay, so another 3 there, 300 there, so total of 400. Now that was a absolutely crazy roll, absolutely crazy roll that we had there on that last one, which kind of goes against the initial play of how the strategy works. The strategy is trying to capitalise on those early 7s, but it does transition, as you've seen, into still making money. And, you could be more aggressive. You could have put up odds on more of those bets. I was just trying to control my risk and exposure of how many units that I had against the 7. That's why I did use the lay bets and things like that. So let's. So clearly we've made almost. It's basically $495 because this is I think just one chip short. So that's 95 there. So I can colour that up. Colour that one up. 80, 90, 95. Colour all that up. So very clearly we won $495. 95, 96, 97. $497 is what we made. That's our session profit. I'll take this back because that's what we've just coloured up. Now, this, remember, was just $1 shy of 100. Fortunately, I've got one of these spare dollars. That gives us 100, so I can replace that with a black chip. Let's do that. Take it all back. And alright, so we don't quite have enough for a black chip there. We're literally a few dollars short, $4 short of that one being a black, but that's okay. Let's put our profit, let's distribute it. So now we've got 5 bankrolls here at the $1,200 level. 1, 2, 3 at the $1,300 level. Right, so you'll see $1,300. So it's really, really nice. We kicked some goals on that one. Really did well. And we just, as I said, just shy of where we needed to be. I think we're literally probably $4 away from our 8K target. So we're $4, given we're $4 away, I'm going to try and let's roll a field. Let's see if we get something in the field. We've got a 9, awesome. There we go. All right, so we've got our target. Colour that one up. It's kind of nice. It's nice when you roll for a field and it pops up. There's our black. So we can stack up another one there. So let's see where we're at. What, 1,500 here. Plus we've got 1,300 times 2, 3, 4. We've got a $1 spare floating around. So that's 1,300 times 4, which is 26 times 2 is 52. So 5,200. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5,200. Plus the 1,200 we have to add here. Alright. I think that's 6,400. If I'm doing everything right? No. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way, shall we? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's just colour up everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2,000. Alright, 6,000. And okay, so maybe we're slightly short. Maybe we're slightly short. So that's 1, 2. Don't quite get there. All right. I was thinking we were a little bit closer. I can take all that back. All right. So not quite there. So let's see where we're at. That's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 9,000. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5. Sorry, my brain's gone to pot here. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. 9,900. I've messed something up here. Yeah. Anyway, if I could figure things out, it's not bad. All right. And $1 left. So there we are. Apologies for the brain fart, whatever you want to call it. Brain's just not working. But we've exceeded our target, I believe, and I think that was a pretty good session. well and truly made lots of cash on that one shooter. It just kept going and going and going. So I think it does validate that the strategy I'm playing is pretty robust. It does pretty well on all sorts of kinds of hands. Yes, you are going to get knocked off your don'ts, but usually on those hands, the shooter's, you know, rolling repeaters, and that plays into the come bets also working for you. Doesn't mean you can't get 7 outs after you've had your don'ts. Of course, all that stuff can happen. Every strategy has nemesis rolls, and this one's no different. But generally, it does pretty well from what I've seen in the practicing I've been doing, and certainly in this series, it's been working pretty well. So, thank you for watching. I think we've blown the doors off our profit target, so I'll leave it there, and look forward to your comments and feedback, and apologies for the clumsy colouring up and dealing. My brain's just not working, so see you again soon.